Who is this peeping out of the window? You guessed as much as I would. This is Madame Uchechi peeping out of the window because she saw that a vehicle pulled up to the house. Yes, this is episode 53 of The Danger Signs We Ignore, also known as Another Was Mistaken Marriage. Here we see Madame Angel with George as they pulled up. Yes, the mama was peeping out of the window, and then she got out of the car, said goodbye, and entered into the house. Now, we're going to see the drama that happened between the daughter-in-law and the mother-in-law. But first of all, go ahead and give a like to this video and, of course, subscribe to the channel. As she was going, she now saw Angel come into the house, and as Angel came close, she looked at her and slapped her, telling her that what? How dare her? How could she? Her husband just died, and now she's bringing another man into the house? Why would she do that? She hasn't even buried her husband, and now she's going around gallivanting. And as she said that, Angel was so distraught. She pulled her and pushed her over the couch, and she fell. And then she was like, what? Why would Angel do this to her? Angel told her that, oh, she better be happy that she only raised her hand. But what she wanted to do was to punch her face, that the next time she tries to do this kind of thing to her again, she would beat her like she never knew her. The only reason why she didn't do that is because of her age and the fact that she's her mother-in-law. So she better get her facts correct and put her brain together, because she is not going to take no for answer. She's going to take a nonsense for an answer. And of course, she was like, what? You are already disrespecting me so much. How much more disrespect could I take? She said, oh, are you talking about disrespect? Then you better respect yourself, because I'm not ready to give you any form of respect because of all the bad things you and your son have done. She got up from the floor and she faced her. And as she faced her, Angel told her that, look, your son has kept her so much in bondage all this while, and she is not going to mortgage her freedom anymore. Right now, she's free. She should leave her and stop complaining and monitoring her life where she is going to. Why is she always bothered? She should mourn her son in peace. She now said, look, don't you realize that you are carrying her son's pregnancy? She said, of course, there's no way she can forget. How would a mother forget that she has a baby within her? So she said, look, you better warn yourself, because I am not going to take any of this rubbish again. The mother was looking at her. She now said, look, at this point, she is free. Kizito is dead. So she better allow her enjoy her life and live her life to the fullest. Leave her alone. She now said, oh, now she can see that you want to be free, right? You want to be free? Is that the reason why you're going around fluttering yourself? And she now can see the reason why Kizito clamped her down, locked her up, because she wanted to just go around like a dog. She wanted to go around like a dog, flirting herself around and eating any piece of rubbish that she sees. She now said, well, she doesn't give a hoot as far as she's concerned. She'd rather be a dog than ever be with her son. Can you see how she's talking back at her mother-in-law? The mother-in-law also did. She also deserves all this bad thing, because she has been the one who's never been out there for her, only been there for herself. She now wants her again and said, please stop monitoring my life. Stop bothering about wherever I go. Right now, she is free. She is free. All she just wants to do is get this thing, this burial thing done over with. And after that, she's going to go her way. The mother now looked at her with all form of indignation as she left. Can you see how she's following her with her bombastic side eyes? And then she was like, what? Can you just imagine the kind of, bad thoughts and vibes that are currently inside of her? Now we see Angel with Flora. Now, Flora and Angel together, what's going on? Flora has already collected 30 million naira. She's told the mother to send 30 million naira into her account. Now she's talking with Angel. Do you think that Flora is playing with Angel? Is she playing Angel? Or do you think she's just trying to see how she can get against and get everything she can from Madame Uchechi to serve as a compensation for the loss of her son? What do you think? Because this is looking tricky. Meanwhile, Angel is not sure about what to expect because she doesn't know whether she should still keep on fighting back or what is she going to do. She now said, look, you need to stand your ground. This is the time to take everything that belongs to you, including everything that belongs to Kizito, because by law, you own that house. So you better move up and do what you need to do. That's what she said. She now said, look, there's a problem. She now said, what's the problem? That right now, all her documents were with Kizito. He seized all her documents for reality, every single thing before he died. And she needs to live her life to the fullest. She needs to get it back. She now said, that's not a problem. They will let the lawyers know about it, and then she can sue them to court and get all that she needs to get back. And of course, she now said, well, what she's also trying to do is to try to get her family to move in with her. She said that's a good move, so that at this time you'll be able to re-strategize. That's a good one. She now encouraged her to do more of that. She now said, well, what about how is she going to fight against Kizito's mom, who Kizito has made his next of kin? She now said there's no need to bother about that. They will deal with this in court. Now, why do you think Flora is talking about her? Talking about her, filing a case against, the family. I guess she's trying to see how she can get Angel to file a suit, and then she will now testify against her. What do you think? That looks like what she's trying to do. Now we see Amma. Amma is talking with the driver to come pick them and take them to Angel's house. And now as she was waiting, the mother was also wondering, is this a good move or not? As she put the phone down, the mother now said, what? Do you think it's necessary that we go? Why are we leaving our house to go to Angel's house? That's not the best thing that we need to do. Why can't we just wait here and fight from outside? Then Amma now said, look, you started again, mother. The reason why the bad people will keep on triumphing over the good people is because the good people don't stand up against their rights. They don't stand up to catch their rights. That's what it is. We need to fight back. We need to be in there and fight back, not stand from outside. And then, of course, she said, look, they need to use their sense to get this done. The only way is to fight from within. And of course, Jeff corroborated and said, yes, the only way is to fight from within and to use their own language to fight. She now said, look, what has Angel gained from this marriage? Nothing. Only beating, only depression, only violence. And that's what we need to fight against. The mother said, yes, she knows that that's what they need to do. But according to tradition, oh my God, Oma was not going to listen to any of this. That no, let's forget about tradition. Tradition has not favored us. Tradition has been against us. Why do you say traditionally? Traditionally, Mr. Kizito was never supposed to touch his wife. He was supposed to cherish her and love her. Traditionally, the family was not even supposed to allow him marry Angel because he is mentally unstable. So right now, the thing called tradition has not favored us. So we need to go against tradition. And that's it. Two people against one. The mother doesn't know what next to say. And that's it. They get going. That's it. And you can see how Angel is so happy coming down the staircase, going to open the door because they are here. And of course, Mama Uchechi is wondering what is going on here. What is happening here? She saw them coming inside, giggling, happy, and she was like, wait, what's going on here? What's happening? Are they traveling? They now said, yes, they've actually traveled and they have arrived at their destination safe and sound. And Angel was looking so happy because her family is finally here. She now said, well, congratulations. We are here to live with you and you better sit up because we are here to take over. The mother said, no, that's not true. None of you are going to stay here. You better get out of this place. I don't want to see you guys here again. This is just a joke. She now said, no. They're not leaving. They are staying here because this is their sister's husband's house. And that's what they're going to do. She now said, no, you cannot do that. Then, of course, Angel told her that, look, at this point, this is her husband's house, and this is where her family is going to stay. She now said, no, how dare you talk that way? You cannot do that. They have to leave. She now said, no, they cannot leave. You are the one that would leave. If you can't stick this, then you better get yourself out of this house. She now said, are you out of your mind? What are you saying? How dare you say that? Then Amma said, no, you are the one that's out of your mind. Because I don't know what you're still doing here. Don't you have your house? Don't you have your husband's house? Go over there and mourn Kizito there. Why are you here? You don't need to remain here anymore. Get your way out of the place and go back to your house and mourn Kizito. Can you see what she's saying? And meanwhile, Mr. Jeff is like, no, what does she want to do? Do you want to call the police on them? They're already here. The police cannot get them out. That's it. And that, as far as he's concerned, they have taken over. He now told the mother, please go in there and get your master bedroom. As she was about to move, the mother Uchechi was like, no, you can't go anywhere. Then Amma said, well, right now, I've actually being patient and respectful up to this time. Right now, no longer. If she's gonna be acting up, she's also gonna throw caution to the wind, and then she better hold herself tight, because she's not going to allow that happen. As she was talking, that was how the mother gave her a slap. And as she gave her a slap, Angel was like, what? How could you give Amma a slap? Don't do that. Amma is here to stand, and also all of them are supposed to be here as her family. Why is she doing all of this? She's not going to allow her to do that. She said, no, you cannot slap Amma. Then the mother, Mama Angel, now said, look, let's just keep calm. Let's keep calm. Let's not add more sorrow to the already sorrow that she has. She already has sorrow in her. Can you see she's mourning Kizito? That's so bad. Allow her to mourn Kizito. She now switched and said, look, at this time, I'm giving you my final warning. You better stay on your lane and let them come in and move in with Angel. That's what she said. And she's not going to give a damn. And you can see how Jeff was about to take his hand and hit the mother, and then Amma said, no, let me deal with this. She pushed her over the chair, she rolled over, and then she began to ache on her waist. Oh no, can you just imagine that? Then of course, this is a takeover. Everybody began to file up and go into the room. That's it. Then Angel now said, look, you need to realize that her family is here right now and she has no say. The only reason why she's tolerating her and allow her to remain in the house is because of the burial. After the burial, she has to leave this house. That's what she told her. The mother was like, what? Are you really serious? She knew that they are serious and there's nothing she can do about it. All she can do is ache and cry and just wish that this never happened. Now we see Mr. George. He's outside the house, and the following day when she came calling, it was like, what are you doing? What are you still doing here? And how come you have all your family members in here? This is not what we planned. You need to be out of this house. She now said, are you okay? Are you thinking at all? You want her to leave her matrimonial home? Doesn't remember that Kizito just died and he needs to be buried. She's not going to do any of such, that she has to wait back in that house and make sure she claims what is hers. That's it. Kizito has taken everything that belonged to her. This is the only thing that she can lay her hands on and lay a claim to. And you want her to leave and come to your house in your own words? No! She now said, look, it's obvious you don't want to end up with him. That it's obvious that she has just been leading him on, been pranking him and been telling a lie to him. She obviously doesn't love him. She now said, no, she loves him. He now said, come on, tell that to the winds. If you really love him, you should be out of this house. She now said, no, but she still has her senses together. She is not going to leave this house. She's not going to leave it for anybody else, talk less of leaving it for Kizito's mother. She would not do that. Everything she has worked for has been in this house, and she would not leave this house. He now said, but wait a minute, I've never known you to be materialistic. Are you saying you're now considering this house over their love, over their relationship? He now said, no, that's not the point. She is not materialistic in any way, but she's not going to leave what belongs to her, not for anybody, not for Madame Muchechi. That the person who's going to leave this house is Madame Muchechi. That's all. So he better realize that everything she's worked for is inside of this house and she's not going to leave it. He now said, but are you saying that all you have gained from this marriage is this house? You did not gain that. All you have gained is violence. All you have gained is violence and a pregnancy. So why can't you just leave? You don't have anything at stake. Leave this place and come and join him. She now said, no, she's not going to do that. She's going to stay in her matrimonial home with her family. She's not going to leave and come stay with him. And he was just watching and looking at her. She now said, look, whatever you're saying, keep it to yourself. At this point, she needs to sort out her life. She needs to get her life back. Not thinking about marriage for now, but all she wants to do is live her life to the fullest. She left him and went inside, and he now began to reminisce of all the lovely times they've had together. But she is not ready to follow him. He was like, when is he going to have her in his arms? He doesn't know. He's really feeling bad. And he left. What do you think is going to become of George and Angel? Do you think Angel is going to accept to marry him? Or do you think she's going to call it quits with him? What do you think? Let me know what you think inside of the comments. And I'm telling you, it's going to be really hot in episode 54 because we're going to see Flora begin to unveil herself, begin to plot her plan. Now, it's either of two things. She's either playing Angel or she's actually for Angel. Which one do you think she is for? Do you think she's for Kizito's mother or do you think she's for Angel? But I think she's just trying to get her own share of the loot before she finally turns her back on Mama Kizito. But on the contrary, we don't even know what's going to happen. Really, we just have to wait and see what's going to happen in episode 54. I've said mine. What do you think about it? Does it make sense? Go ahead and give a like to this video and also subscribe to the channel. Thank you once again for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.